Whitehawk 0, Billericay Town 1. Gary, one of our strongest defensive displays this season.
Yeah, I thought we were defensively brilliant from front to back. I think the two centre backs will get some praise. I think Tommy Davis coming in today only met the players today because it all happened quite quickly yesterday. But I just didn't want any grey areas. I just, when you find yourself on the back of 2 or 3, in different performances and in different results, you just want, round pegs in round holes. And Tommy was signed, just to let the supporters know and everyone within the football club, Tommy was signed 5 or 6 weeks ago on a dual registry paperwork with Averley, but Averley have needed him of late, and Dan has, been pretty patient with us, and we've been patient with him. But it's got to a stage where Tommy wasn't quite getting the football he wanted there. He's a player I've worked with before. He's a really good human being. One of the sort of characters you want in your changing room, and he's come in and met the players today, and I thought was excellent. Formed a really good partnership with Aaron. 2 fullbacks done their job. Windy didn't really deserve to be left out of the back 4, but we just felt with the conditions and the type of opposition and how they play, and the pitch, let me tell you, that's horrendous. I mean, that's, the slope is bad enough, but to be in the condition it's in is is really disappointing, and it doesn't allow you really to play any type of football. You're just playing percentage football, which suits at times, and it maybe suited us with where we find ourselves. But really pleased, as you've just mentioned, that the defensive performance right throughout the team, goalkeeper all the way up to Frankie and the subs was excellent, and it was the platform and the catalyst really for our success today.
You've used 2 words there, so I'm going to use in my next question. Frankie Merrifield today, his hold-up play was outstanding, and a platform for us to set up counters with his hold-up play. Yeah,
I thought he really put a shift in. He's really been chomping to get himself up and running. He had a real setback with his injury to his knee, and it's affected him mentally more so just physically. He's been cautious with it, but I think he's now clear in mind, and he's back to his best. We know what Frank brings. We know what Frank brought last year to the title winning side. So Frank is pivotal to us. We've been using him in a lot of different positions. If you look at over the course of the season, he's played off the left, off the right, in the 10. He's even played deeper in midfield at times. So as much as he'll be disappointed with his goal return, we're not, because he's played in so many different positions. But I thought his performance overall, in many parts was excellent, and to top it off with a goal was a fitting tribute to his performance, really.
Now we go on to Monday, a big game against Potter's Bar. Every game is big at this stage of the season, and a big January with big games coming up.
Yeah, exactly right. It's a really busy. We've gone from a very quiet December, which hasn't helped us. That's not helped momentum, and that's not helped the situation. But we now go to a really hectic January. Quick turnaround for Monday. We'll have to see where the bodies are. We've got a couple of knocks in there. Matty's finished the game with a knock, and Wellesley's had to come off as well. And we'll have to assess on Monday and see where we're at. But we've got a group that's about 17, 18 deep now for the first time all season, and Tom Bender and Ryan Inshaw are very close to being really available for first 11 selection. So we're getting healthier, but we'll do a head count on Mondays. Make sure the boys look after themselves Sunday night. Obviously, New Year's Eve, most of them have made assurances to me that they'll be professional and obviously disciplined and eyes on Monday, because it's a big game for us. It's we've had, I say, some disappointing return in December, and we've got to make January a really fruitful one, and it started today. Although we're still in December, I said to the boys, this is the start of our January period. Even though we find ourselves in December, we need to really take that through to the run we've got in January. I thought the supporters were excellent today, noisy and really full of voice, and they stayed with us, which is important, especially with the the run of results we've been on. But we're a strong group in there. There's a real togetherness, and we've had some really good meetings over the course of the last week and 2 weeks, and we're ready for what's ahead of us.
Cheers, Gary, and well done today.
You're welcome.